the building is designed to be part of the pedestrian experience downtown. So the curb line is literally here. So we can have up to 30 feet of sidewalk all the way around. That helps. So it's as folks come along the Bluff Walk or coming up from South Main up to Renaissance, all of this feels like a pedestrian thoroughfare. The sidewalks wrap all the way around down to Union. And then if you look at the entire facade, we've got glass. You'll have a world-class art experience spilling out from the museum onto the sidewalks. Over here is the store. And then to the north side, that is the restaurant. Both the restaurant and the store will have its own separate entrance so that the campus works really well together, and the museum and the store are made better by the museum, not necessarily hindered by the gallery hours. Here, looking into the lobby and through the courtyard, it's glass on this entrance and all the way through, so you'll be able to see all the way through to the courtyard. So this will be the lobby, and so the lobby is kind of the connective tissue to all the things we do in the museum. So folks can either come in off Front Street, or if they park coming off Riverside, they park underneath the museum and come up through this elevator bank over here. So no matter what, folks kind of meet at this point, and it's a starting point to the galleries that wrap all the way around the courtyards, or to the theater, or to the roof. So the courtyard, free and open to the public, is the size of 2 NBA basketball courts. It'll be a program space, but during the day we'll have tables and chairs, people can hang out, there's some plantings, there will always be art. Obviously our crane will be gone. This circle will have a really beautiful tree. There will always be art, but there are actually 3 windows from this space into the galleries. So you'll always have a world-class art experience no matter what space you're in. So in some museums you have to go upstairs or downstairs to find a specific gallery. For us, the gallery experience is in one continuous loop. It allows us to tell lots of different stories, which is really interesting. So the building was definitely designed for art first, right? One of the things that our exhibitions team is super excited about is the art elevator goes from the galleries into storage, and that's it. But it's also designed for people. So we have traditional gallery spaces, but we have lots of spaces for people to connect, either through programs, for food and beverage, and those spaces are kind of treated differently, but there's still always art there. Any space we want folks to kind of hang out and kind of socialize, I call this single height, but then when we step into an art space, it's double height.
Wow.
So the galleries are all 18 feet.
Compared to the current space,
Yeah.
How does it compare?
So the galleries, there's 50% more gallery space. So again, past the elevators, we just came up 1 floor. Back that way is going to be offices, but right here we'll have a really beautiful spiral stair that connects the lobby up to this mezzanine level. Spits you out right here, so we'll have a big art moment on this wall. We have a docent lounge in the corner. But what's really exciting about this space is during the day, when we need to split up school groups, we can use these risers. We'll have sofas and places for people to hang out up here. It'll be a program space for adults 55 and older. And then when we need to turn it into a more formal program space, we have these acoustic curtains that deploy, wrap around these risers. We have chairs that go in the risers. And then the AV setup in here is perfect for programs. So any kind of art history lecture, music program, we can pipe it out to the world. So the museum is taking up the full 2-acre plot of the site, which was great. We wanted to make sure we were taking advantage of the space, but then the rooftop is an art garden in the sky. So we've got multiple kind of sculpture areas, we've got spots for murals, but natural plantings, a 1/4-mile walking path all the way around, but let's get over there so you can see the view. The floor is actually here, right? And these are glass walls that when it's beautiful, they're completely open like this. But if it's too hot or too cold, we close it and it's heated and cooled, and the view doesn't change. You spend time in the galleries, all of your creative juices are flowing. This is the space you can come and actually make art. So we'll have teaching artists in this space. It's free as part of admission, but if you want to make something, again, all ages. One of the things folks ask us a lot is why aren't there more windows into the galleries? Well, one of our core missions at the museum is to protect Memphis's art collection. It's 10,000 objects that spans five millennia. And light can be really damaging to art. And this west-facing light can be really intense. So we prioritize connecting back to the river on the roof, these 2 galleries, and then also on the river window, which is the next place we'll go. So we call this the River Terrace. This window will be open all the time. Again, it's one of our art-filled public spaces. So think, I say jazz performances, Shakespeare in the Park. So folks would sit here, and then the backdrop is the Mississippi River. And so we've got restrooms over here, super easy access. There's obviously an elevator as well. So we just came through what would be kind of a back of house entrance, but this is the parking garage. So we get asked a lot, like, oh, what's the parking situation downtown? You might be surprised that this is almost 3 times the number of spots we have at our current parking lot. So it's 150 spots here, and it's probably fewer turns to get from your house to this parking garage than it is to our current location in Overton Park. Again, you just come off the loop, you come off on a Riverside Drive, turn on what is currently Monroe, and then you park here, and we've got a really great, easy passenger elevator up to the lobby, and it connects you to everything that's happening downtown.